we are going to study a new concept called a JRadio buttons. So this option is used for based on the selection of radio buttons. We have to take a different actions. Like it is mostly used for something you have some MCQ questions and you have four options, right? For the option purpose, this kind of radio button is get used. So this is either of one of the button you can select either this or this. There is an options. For the option buttons, you have to use radio buttons. Okay. So this concept you are going to learn today. And with the help of this, we can develop one small program actually. And that program is nothing but traffic light signals, right? When we click on yellow button, so there should be a ready. When is a green, then go. When there is a red, then you can say that a stop. So this kind of simulation we have to develop. So let's develop that programs. Okay. Ah, so let's start now. So basically we are going to now design one frames which is having a radio button as an input. Is the options. We will take one labels. Okay. So let's start. So you already have an empty frame with us. We can make a reuse of that empty frame as well. Okay. So let's go here. School GUI, and you can take one simple empty J panels and all that things. So this is panel demo, and within this demo, we are going to add that kind of things. So let's me reuse this code so that what can I do? I'll just copy this entire code and we'll create one more examples like a traffic light, traffic signal. Okay. So let me create this and I'll just paste it. So now to change our main class names, that is nothing but traffic trf trf. Okay, what's name? prf ai cs sin gle traffic. If you just rename it, it's a kind of confusion name. It's a refactor renames. I'll just keep the simple name traffic traffic. Okay, and okay, fine. Make it as a traffic, and for here also the traffic, new traffic. Fine. It's a functions. So basically, we don't now we are using a button. We are directly using a J radio buttons. So instead of buttons, use J radio button, right? Right. So now just instead of this options where we are using buttons, so make it a J radio buttons. Okay. So radio button is entirely one controller. So that going to be used, but we need a three different buttons. So the first button I will give the name as a red, then yellow, then green. So friends, let me check the first button it is properly added or not, and I will give the name as traffic signals simulations. Traffic signal light. Let's run it first. Oh, okay. The frame is created, and just remove the unwanted things. Like I don't need a J text field, so I'll remove this. We have added one radio buttons, new radio buttons. Okay, just remove the background color and all that things. Add B1s. That is J radio button. Okay, let's run. See, now we are having here the buttons. There is radio buttons. Okay, let add this button in topmost positions. So for that, what we can do, we'll just adjust this. So make it as a 220. Fine. So this is the first part. Now in a similar manner, you have to create three different buttons, and that all should be in single lines. So just I will make it as an 100 or 130 maybe. Now I'll add one more button here called B2 and the B3. Okay. So make it as a B2 and B3. And you'll add red, then green, B2, B2, B2. In the similar manner, we'll add here for the B3. B3, B3, B3. I'll give the name as green. Okay, the first one is 130 and plus 100 at 230. I'll just remove this space as a 50. 50. This is also the 50. 130 and 160, so make it as a 180 and B1 comma B2 comma B3. So let us run once again. Okay, we need to increase the width size here. Fine. So let increase the width size and the gap. So make it as 100, make it as in 100, make it as in 100, 100 as 180, 160. So it is a width. So So 230, so make it as a 250. 250 plus 350, make it as a 370. Let's check. Okay. So three buttons basically we are creating. So even we can adjust this width, something called 70 or 70 and the 70. Let's check. Okay, that's fine. And we can remove the space here and make it as a 200 and make it as a 300. Fine. But if I take this red, green, and okay, I have to give the yellow. Yes. See, the main feature of radio button, you can select either of one, either green, red, or this. But now all of three are get selected. Okay, so this should not be happen because user will select either one of this. So for that, there is an option that is called a radio group. Okay, you can add all these three button in the button group options. Button group BG is equal to new button group. So it will group all the buttons. So let me add a BG dot add B1, B2 and the B3. B1, B2 and the B3. So after doing the BG as the groups, see what will happen. Up to now, what is the problems? We can select all of this. So this should not be happen. You can select either one of this. Let me run now. See, if I select yellow, go green. Oh, still it is, yeah, we are not adding B3 here. So make it as a B3. The feature of radio button, either you can select one of this. Now you selected red, but you change the green, so red will be unselected. If you pick the yellow, so this will be unselected. So this is radio buttons. So now what we'll do, we'll take one simple labels and as per labels, or else what we can do, uh, we'll simply make the thing based on the button selection. We can change the panel color as well. Okay, so that will do. Means if you selected red, the panel color will be red. If you selected green, the panel color will be greens. So the based on the selections, we'll change the color. Okay. So for that, we need to take an action. So we know how to take action. Let's make it as an implement action listener. The method will be get override, that is action performed. I'll go here and we are going to compare different buttons. So I'll make it as if e dot get source equal to what if it is red, is that red only na? Sorry, what name you are given? B1 B2 B3, sorry. If it is a B1, then what we have to do? If it is a B2 or B3. Perfect. B1, B2, B3. So based on the selection, what we have to do, we'll change the color. Okay. And if you change the panel, if you see the panel where we are adding a panel 3, so basically this is panel 2. We want to change the color of this panel. So let's check it. Is that possible directly for adding like this? It may possible, but let's check. P2 dot set the background, and I'll add directly color option here. COLOR color dot. B1 is about red, so let me make it as a red. Second one is about green, I think. Yeah, green. So let it greens, and third one is yellow. Yellow. You can write capital small, doesn't matter. But let's check if it's working or not. So if I check on red, nothing happen, nothing happens, nothing happens. So first of all, at least we can check it's really working or not. So let me write as red here, green here, and the yellow here. Green, yellow, red. Okay, this is not working actually, right? Why it is not working? Ha. Can you tell me? Because we are not adding action listener. We have to add action listener, na? So that is missing. So V1 dot add action listener. Add action listener this. So add this for everyone. B1, the B2, and for the B3. B2 dot add listener. B3 dot add action listener. Now let's check red. Yeah, it is working. Green to yellow. Fine. So like this, you can sorry, hello. Okay, already shared that screen. Let me share 1 second. Okay, okay. Basically, we are adding one new component that is called a radio buttons. So can you see now screen? Hello. Now, see this controller we are working on. See, with the radio button. Up to now, we have taken the text field label button. This is simple different options. It's called a J radio buttons. So it will either give one of the selection. If I select yellow, then yellow color, green, then green color, radio, and red colors. So this is controller that we are going to learn, and based on the selection, your color will be get changed. Okay. So this simulation I wanted to show you, and this happened. So your task will be remain same, but just only thing is that you have to take all 7 colors, okay, and based on the color selections, you have to set the color. And one more updation over there, just don't set the color. I want a color name is also here. For that, you have to take one extra label, and based on that label, you have to set the color. Let me do one sample text. So now I wanted to set that label as well. So we know how to take a label. So let me add CLR as a color label, and I want to add label that's just below the radio buttons of this. Just copy this, go here, and there is an CLR color color. There is no action listener is needed, and just add the buttons as a CLR. Perfect. This is J. Sorry, it's a J. So J label. Friends, I'm not going to give any name here. So let me add a just color name here, and I want to from the top, just add the height. Let's make it a 350, 320, and from the X it will be 250. So let's check. Is that fine? So there is a color name option. So let's remove the unwanted frame here. There are many frames are open. Let me run once again. See, there is a color options. So now we are changing the color as well as we not to set. We have to set the name of that color as well. So we can just increase the label size here. Make it as 150. Color name here. So based on the selection, we set the color as well as names. Now how to set the names? We already have a label here. So go there, and in all this field dot set text, let me make it as a color name as a red. While setting this, make it as a green. Here, make it as yellow. Now let's run this. Red to red, green, greens, yellow to yellow. So based on that, even you can set the color name, and as well as you can add some extra message. The red meanings stop, right? The green means go. The yellow means you can watch and go. Okay, so let's take now example. So it's a red here. It's a red stop. It's a green. You can go. Yellow watch and go. Okay. So these are the very interesting things. Once you understand how to place the controller, different controllers, they take a different actions. So implementing some basic ideas, we can start doing some basic software kind of things. Okay. Your task is to just add all different colors, and based on the different colors, change the panel name as well as the color name as well. Okay. So that is your task. I will share this entire frame code with you. Just observe it. We are nothing adding too much. We are just taking one extra control today that is known as JRadioButton. Got it? So this is JRadioButtons. Rest of all things are same. Okay. Only the controller is changing, and only extra thing is about as it is in radio button. So radio button give only one option out of the groups. So that's why we are making the button group and adding all the button over there, so that at a time only one button will be get selected. And based on the button selection, that also we know how to get action performs by implementing action listeners. and based on that we are setting color as this. Okay. Even you can change the panel one color as well, huh? So both the thing you can do simultaneously, that also possible. So just make it as P1 also red and the P2 also red. So that is also fine. Make it as a P1 also something that colors. P1 also yellow. So let's run now. Red. Perfect. Green. Yellow. So this is kind of software that you're working. We know exactly after clicking on this what happened. There is action listener event is get activated, and within that buttons we are checking the button and which button is it clicked, and based on button click we are changing the controller color name and all that things. Okay. So you have to take different colors, and based on that color you have to set the color names as well as that particular color.